Joining us, Continental Tire Coach's Corner, the new Tennessee Titans head coach. He's Mike Vrabel from The Ohio State University. Coach, how are you this morning?
I'm wonderful. How are you, Dan?
I'm doing spectacular. How would you describe your coaching style for those who aren't aware of it?
I mean, I'm energetic. I'm honest, compassionate, fair, loyal. I mean, I'm a lot of things based on what I feel is best for the player. I'm hands-on. You just try to look when you try to coach and you try to make somebody better. You look at who they are. You look at what their personality is, and you try to do everything you can to improve the player, improve the person.
Can you treat everybody the same way?
No. I think you treat everybody fairly, but you have to treat everybody differently because people are going to learn differently. They're going to respond differently, and they're going to, they all have a different skill set. Everybody is different, and that wouldn't be any fun if everybody was the same.
What is the one trait I must have if I'm going to play for you?
You have to love football. You have to love to be able to grind. You have to have grit. You have to love your teammates, to put the team first. And you have to love to have fun and be able to not take yourself so seriously and be able to laugh at yourself. And that's what's beautiful about a locker room. So everybody comes together from different places, and you form a team, and it doesn't happen the first week or the second week. It happens over time. You begin to trust people. So it's pretty cool to be able to do that.
I loved your opening press conference with Tennessee. I mean, you were it wasn't like Belichick, that's for sure. You didn't take any tips from Belichick at a press conference, that's for sure.
No, I mean, I think that we come across. I mean, we come across a lot of people in our lives, and if we pay attention and focus, we can learn things from everybody. We can learn things that we want to do, that we like how they do it, and we're going to do it that way, or we can learn that we don't like it and I wouldn't do it that way. So you try to take things from everybody that you come across. And if you just I'm going to ask our players to pay attention and focus and try to learn something from every coach, every support staff in our building. We're going to have great people in place in our building that are going to help our players do their jobs, whether that be from the people in the cafeteria to people in the weight room to the equipment managers. Our players will know that their job is critical, and they'll thank them for what they do for our players.
When's the last time you put on one of your Super Bowl rings?
A long time. They were stolen. They were stolen in Houston. Our house was broken into, and they were stolen. And
all three?
All three. And to me, I think that the only people that really want to wear those things are the ones that have never worn them or never won them. Once you win it, and it's about the players, it's about the people and the coaches. You don't need to wear a ring.
Are you going to
champion?
You're going to get replacements?
Nah, I don't know. What do I need? What do I need a replacement for? Everybody knows that the Patriots won the Super Bowl in 2001 and 2003 and 2004.
Yeah.
And they all know that I was on that team, so wouldn't wear them. I wouldn't. No.
That's a shame.
That's not what I'm about. I'm not about that. I don't want our players to want to win a championship so you get a ring. I want them to win a championship because of the experiences and the relationships that you build when guys like Richard Seymour and Willie McGinnis and Rodney Harrison and Teddy Bruschi and Roman Pfeiffer send you texts and you see them and they congratulate you and they call you. And that's what I want them to win a championship for.
Yeah, that's a shame that somebody stole those. We're talking to Mike Vrabel, Titans head coach, joining us, Continental Tire Coach's Corner. Your favorite Tom Brady story?
Somebody asked me that, I think in preseason someone did a story. So I went down. They said, hey, you're going to play tight end. I said, okay, sweet. What do I do? They said, study these plays and, get open and catch the ball. And we're at practice, and I must have come what I felt like was open, and I'm yelling and waving my arms, Tommy, Tommy, Tommy. And I come back to the huddle, and I'm thinking, man, what's going on? And he said, Mikey, if you ever yell my name again, I will never throw you the effing ball again. I said, okay, good shape.
But he did throw it to you 12 times. I mean, you have 12 catches.
He had no other choice.
Okay, explain this to me, though, Coach. At what point does the defense go, oh, Vrabel's in the game, and he's got 8 touchdown receptions, and he's been targeted 8 times? Like, how did people not realize Vrabel's in the game? He's probably getting the ball.
Well, there's other plays. I think that's what people don't realize is that there's actually other plays than the one where I went out for a pass. We ran the ball in when I was in there. We ran, not behind me, of course, but we ran it. We ran routes where I was covered or people, whatever. And we threw to other guys. Daniel Graham scored. We threw to Tom Ashworth, was an offensive tackle. He scored. Heath Evans scored. We threw passes to Christian Fourier and all these other tight ends, and guys scored. And then when I was open or the route was there, that's where Tom threw it.
I can't believe that you'd actually say, Tommy, I'm open.
I was screaming. I was waving. I didn't know. I just thought, hey, when you're open. I was like, well, I saw Randy Moss put his hand up, and you threw it to him.
I think it's a little different when Randy does it than you do.
Yeah, I guess so. I found that out real quick.
What was the reaction you received when you said that college football with Saban and Urban Meyer are farm system for the NFL? Like, people reacted, it was interesting.
And again, that was nothing but a compliment to great coaches that I have a lot of respect for and have taken a lot of things that I do from my 2 years with Urban Meyer and have met with Nick Saban when we go to Alabama to see players and watch how they run their program. And the point is when we get players in the NFL that are from those types of programs, they have been treated as pros because they act like pros. Those kids get up, they prepare, they have to do all that and go to school and go to class, and they know how to take care of their bodies. They get treatment, the way they are coached, the way they watch film, the way they practice, their performance on the field, the way they're evaluated, the pressure of new players coming in that are just as good, that they have to try to keep their position and prove themselves every day. All those things that I believe in, they're doing. And they're doing it at a high level. And so that was nothing but a compliment. And when I said it wasn't a figure of speech. I know who pays Urban Meyer, and I know who pays Nick Saban. But my point was everybody in the NFL is very appreciative of the types of players that come out of that program. And then there's other kids that we draft, other players that we draft that aren't from those programs. And then we have to make sure that they're in a routine, that they know how to study, that they know how to prepare, that they are lifting the right way, that they are taking care of their bodies the right way. And that's what I meant by it. And I don't know how anybody took it. I'm not sure how did you take it?
Oh, no, I said you just pulled back the curtain and told us what the truth was. It is a farm system that coaches are well compensated, but they are preparing these. I didn't think it was a slight. I just said no. I said Vrabel just said what is the truth of this, and people may have a problem with that, with the truth. That's the way I came away.
I would hope that we could get as many of those players from those programs as we possibly could, because they're doing well at the next level, and they're very well prepared.
In case I run into Coach Belichick, since I'm going to the Super Bowl here, and it's on NBC, and I'm hosting it, what would be a good question I could ask Coach Belichick that he wouldn't dismiss me or bark down my throat?
Maybe ask him about his favorite Matt Castle story.
What is that favorite Matt Castle story?
I have a few, and now. I'm Matt Castle's coach, and so Matt Castle and I were teammates. And and when you're Tom Brady's backup, that life can't be easy. And so certainly, I'm sure Bill had a few good moments with Matt.
Wait, why is it tough being Brady's backup? You don't have to do anything.
Well, you play a lot in the preseason.
It feels like you got some stories here, Mike, and you're not.
Oh, we've had, and that's all part of the building a team. That's all part of building a team, man. Is just making sure that you get the right guys in the locker room, and that was what I missed the most in coaching. And I remember the day that I said, if being a coach means that you can't have a great relationship with the guys you work with, and a bond and a relationship with the guys that you're working with, I'm not going to be able to do it because that's what I was used to for all those years at Ohio State and in the National Football League.
I've been working on my Belichick impersonation.
How's it going? Hoodie, cut off?
No, just the voice. You want to hear it?
You're going to try to break it. You're going to break it out on.
Oh no, I've done it before. I'm not going to do it on Super Bowl Sunday.
Caliendo does a pretty good one. I don't know.
Yeah,
he's probably got the best one. He just grumble and mumble, but he's been a great mentor. He was a great coach. I can remember the day he called me in free agency. He offered me $225,000 signing bonus. It was $75,000 less than I signed 4 years earlier as a rookie. But he said, you know what? I think you can be good and you're cheap, and so you're my type of player.
I think you're a pretty good football player, and I think I can bring you in. You're kind of cheap. You're my kind of football player.
You got it.
Yep.
That's about how it went down. And then the next day I flew up there and signed the contract.
Hey, we'll check in with you at the start of next season. I'm curious how things are going to turn around there, or move forward, I should say. And
we're excited. We're excited in the process of reaching all the players on our team, and to let them know that I can't wait till they get back here into the building. This is the worst part of coaching, is when you can't be around players.
Well, Coach, congratulations and good luck.
Thanks, Dan.
All right, and that's Mike Vrabel, Continental Tire Coach's Corner. From sun to rain to snow and everything in between, Continental Tire has engineered a tire for what you do. We should have done the Andrew Luck impersonation while we were on a roll here, Paulie. Going to be in the same division as Andrew Luck. Extraordinary performance and reliability, putting confidence into driving. For more information and a location of a dealer near you.
A fine tire, especially in the cold weather.
Continental Tire for what you do.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.